dads make predictions, then hope you forget about how wrong they were. But not Mackie and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
With Mackie and Judd.
All right, welcome in. Actually, can we put Judd on the screen here, Dex?
Where did he go?
We'll throw Drew back in the green room. We'll get to him in a second.
Hi, everybody.
There's Judd. Judd, when are you going to admit that you were wrong?
Unfortunately, in a matter of seconds.
Yep.
In a matter of seconds. In fact, I will be exposed as the prediction fraud that I am by this entire platform.
We don't need Judd exposing himself on the show.
No. I said I will be
Score North YouTube channel.
exposed by the platform. No, don't worry about that, you guys. I don't even take my shirt off.
Write That Down is the most innovative and dangerous segment in all of sports media because we are the only show in America, and we do it twice, also on Purple Daily, that keeps track of our predictions with statistics. Here's how it works. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages and home runs here on the classic edition of Write That Down. We have a statistical database that goes back multiple years in Write That Down history. And listeners, if you guys want to participate, like our friend Drew is about to, you can send us a message through the Score North app and we'll get you scheduled sometime for later on this summer. Write That Down today is presented in part by our friends at Dennis Kirk and DennisKirk.com. Ride more, wait less. Whatever you ride, a Harley, Indian, Metric Cruiser, sport bike, you'll find what you need at DennisKirk.com. They have 160,000 parts and accessories in stock, clothing and helmets as well. If you order before 8 p.m., they ship the same day, and shipping is free for orders over $89. Support Dennis Kirk.
Write this down.
Support us, DennisKirk.com. All right, guys, let's get to the accountability session here. Let's shake things up. Judd, you had one thing come off the board here. Specificity was not your friend in this case. You said Royce Lewis will be back with the Twins at some point in June. He came back in May.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It's a great point.
Yeah.
Now he'll be back again in June. After
Yeah, but I could have said before July. Yeah.
June 1. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
No way around it.
The tough breaks of
Well,
that down.
And I did not think, to be very clear, that he would be back in May. So like that was done. That was what I would say was an informed mistake by me.
An informed mistake.
An informed mistake because I was intentional in my decision making.
Now you're just mocking all the front offices.
Yeah, it's okay.
All the modern
No,
thinkers.
I'm using their words to explain my. You guys.
All right, I said the Mavs will force a Game 7. I got really excited there.
You're burying the best, though.
Didn't happen. I said Jimmy Butler will drop a triple-double at some point.
Triple-double. I don't know how treble-double.
A trouble-double.
A treble-double.
Because it's Jimmy
Nice
Butler.
job, Dex.
Yeah.
Just so you
Yeah,
guys know,
thanks,
Declan is the one that logs these.
Yeah.
I just read the prompter.
You know what?
Prompters, Burgundy.
For Jimmy, that's very appropriate.
A treble-double. A treble-double.
That's very appropriate.
I think he came 2 assists and a rebound shy in Game 6, but that doesn't count, so it's wrong. And then I said Royce Lewis will have an extra base hit in his first game back with the Twins. It'll be before June 1st. I got the before June 1st part right, but then he crashed into a wall and banged up his knee. So, all right, but let's get to the 2 dingers that came off the board here. So I found something else too. Apparently Tom Cruise had never even had a $100 million opening weekend. I saw it in an article. That seems to be a little off, but
Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible
I
didn't
know.
do?
I'm not buying that.
I don't
call
either.
baloney.
Either way, I said it would go over 200 million opening weekend, and it hit $240 million.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick.
I can't wait for Friday.
Swinging a drive.
I
Yeah,
can't
you guys
wait.
saw it last night. No spoilers. I'll see it
I
tomorrow.
can't wait.
Nope, I'm not going to say a thing.
We got takes.
Okay. And then I told you guys Royce Lewis will have a 3-hit game, including a home run, all in the same game. And I didn't specify what level. I said either minor leagues or major leagues. Between now and next week's Write That Down and swinging a drive.
That was good.
Nick Castellanos with a deep drive to
He did
left.
it again.
He did it
again for the Phillies on Sunday. Did the same exact
Some guy
thing.
was doing a Memorial Day
Thanks,
read or
guys.
something
Yes.
for the show our respects to those who have fallen. And there's a swing and a drive.
And it was to left field. It's just so great.
It was so good, dude.
Deep
He's
drive.
done it like 3 times now total. There was one in the middle that he did as well. Anyway.
Amazing. All right, listeners, Jason said, this is an AEW prediction, Adam Page's world title run would be shorter than the champions that came before him. He just had to outlast Chris Jericho's 180 days for this to be incorrect, and he hit 194, 197, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Cowboy bleep.
Austin said Matt Boldy and Marco Rossi will receive Calder votes. Well, Rossi just didn't factor in to that this season. And then Jay had an F1 prediction. He said George Russell's streak of top 5 finishes will continue this last weekend at Monaco. He finished exactly 5th.
There you
George
go, Jay.
Russell.
And F1 is huge now, right?
It's blowing up.
I mean, it's
taken
been
off?
big for a long time. It's even bigger now because of the Netflix series that
Okay.
it's been out for a couple of years.
I just see it being tweeted about constantly now.
In Monaco is the big, it's like the big glamour. Everyone's got their yachts up near the racetrack and stuff. So,
I'll take your word for it.
dude, I Googled Monaco real estate just for fun.
Sure.
And you bought already?
Going to need a couple more partners on board at Score North to make that happen at some point.
Oh, look at that. Hey,
Nice week for Declan here. Declan said CM Punk will win the AEW championship at Double or Nothing. Look at these AEW predictions. Britt Baker will win the Women's Owen Hart Memorial Tournament. Some people take issue with you predicting scripted finishes, but no, you
So
don't have
is
the
that-
script.
Is that because I mean, I think I was thinking about this over the weekend. I predicted the Britt Baker one before the tournament started, and she won 4 matches to do it. So is that enough for a home run, even when scripted television? She won
I
on
don't
a
know,
4.
man.
That's
It's
a 4
wrestling.
streak. It's true, but it's basically a parlay. I'd say she win 4 consecutive matches.
So,
to win
Judd,
the
for
tournament.
context here, Britt Baker is the most popular and she in terms of like the pecking order of women's wrestlers in AEW. She's been number 1 for 3 years.
So it's not surprising.
She's always the favorite.
She's the favorite.
I think
yeah.
it's up to Phil because I don't.
It's it's a good hit. It's a good hit, dude. It's a good hit. It's a good hit.
Okay. No, hey, I was just asking.
It's a good
Just
hit.
asking.
If this was not wrestling, if it wasn't predictable in some way, then
if it
maybe.
was real, you mean?
I was curious.
It's real to me, damn it.
Yeah.
It's real to me, damn it.
It's real to me.
And then you said long ago, you said on the next action movie rewind on Mackie and Judd, you said this way back.
I think in January, I think.
Yeah, that Judd will rate the next action movie film a 7 or higher, and Judd gave Top Gun a 9. So, Declan 3 for 3 this week.
What made
and
you
he
think
has,
that, Dex? Like, what? Why did you think? Because, like, lots of times I'm. How can I put this nicely? Negative.
So I made that prediction at the beginning of the year because that was when the football season ended, and I knew AMR at the time I thought was going to be coming back sooner. So I just figured because we hadn't done Action Movie Rewind in a long period of time, that the next movie we would review, which by the way wasn't going to be Top Gun. I just thought we would throw out something against the wall. But I thought because we hadn't done it in such a long time, and because it's such a good staple of our shows, that you were going to love the first one we would do.
Interesting.
So that was my logic.
the Judd Whisperer, Declan Goff, and he has the season batting average up to 500 right now.
Boy.
Put me on Time Magazine. Rock career
With
right here.
9 home runs. This is by far the best performance in the first half of a season in the history of Write
That's
That Down.
awesome.
Judd's at 385 with 4 home runs. Listeners at 320 with 9 home runs. And I am at 301 with 6 home runs. Not a bad season, but I am last in the batting average
There it
category.
is.
All time, Judd with 225 career hits. Listeners with 28 career home runs. And those lead the way.
There's Dex.
There I am. I got a
Time
photo. I got
Magazine.
AJ to Photoshop my face onto that
Rock
Rock
Crew.
Crew picture.
Yep.
Should, yeah. Be good. So, all right, let's get him in here. Let's get guest listener predictor Drew. Sorry, that's totally the wrong button.
That works.
We'll give you this one instead. Drew, what's going on, man? Are you ready to
All
rock
right.
this?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
What's your strategy here?
I'm going for dingers. Big cut.
Okay.
Big
Love
cut.
it. I love it when listeners just dig their heels
The
in
listeners
and
all
swing for the fences.
try
Yeah.
and go deep.
Yeah, you're not going to come
Very
on here
Sano-like.
like your 1 or 2
I like it.
appearances a year as a listener. You're not going to come on here and square around. And
Kingman, Sano, Adam Dunn.
all right, Drew, we're going to start with you, and we're going to go around the horn. Drew over to Judd, Declan, back to me. 3 trips around. Lead us off, Drew. Let's go.
Write this down.
All right, first prediction. The Golden State Warriors will win the NBA Finals, and Steph will finally get his Finals MVP trophy.
Okay.
All
And
right, man.
if that's not a home run, I can add something to that.
Okay, I have a very similar prediction, and I added a third thing to it to make it a home run. I think.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Do you think this needs a third thing for a home run?
I mean, he's never won the Finals MVP, right?
Well, he has
And the
that.
and the
he's their
Warriors
best-
are favored, but
He's favored to win Finals MVP, and
I
the
think it
Warriors
needs
are
a third
favored
thing.
to win.
My opinion
Okay.
is it needs a third thing.
All right, I'll add. He will also get a trouble double.
and a
He'll
triple
score at
double.
least one triple double as well.
Okay.
I like that term. Trouble double sounds actually pretty
A
good.
trouble double is when you have like two good
Triple.
things in double digits and like 10 turnovers.
Yep.
So it'd be 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 turnovers is a trouble double.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, over to Judd.
All right, this one will be off the board by next week. The Twins will be swept by the Blue Jays this weekend. The short-handed Twins, without some of their key players, will be swept by the Toronto Blue Jays this weekend at Skydome.
And then you will sound major alarms on the Monday Statements episode.
What's going to playing first price again?
I think it's going to affect the clubhouse. I think it's going to affect the clubhouse. Do you want to win or not is the question.
You think they're going to get swept in Toronto, and then there's going to be clubhouse problems leading
I think
into
it's
Monday.
going to impact what's been a very cohesive group when you look around and understand that some guys have picked something that doesn't involve trying to win games. I think that is a problem. Yes.
Okay.
Write this down.
All right.
Declan.
Unlike negative Judd, I have a similar prediction in the same vein. I will say the Twins will go 500 or better in their 9-game stretch against the Blue Jays, Yankees, and Rays.
Okay.
So they
If
have
that
9
happens,
games
it's
against
on.
them. Yep.
If they can hold their own, it's on.
So they'll go at 500 or better in their 9. And I know it's 9 games, but I'm including if there's like a potential rain out at Target Field, which is obviously still a factor. But 500 or better against the Blue Jays, Yankees, and Rays.
Okay.
Write this down.
All right. Write this down. I'll do my NBA Finals parlay here because it's very similar to Drew's. So Warriors are going to win the series. Curry wins Finals MVP. And my third thing to make it a home run is the series will go 5 games or fewer.
Wow.
I think 538 has the Celtics as like a 75% favorite in this series. So it's kind of hard to tell. But the Celtics have just played 2 7-game series, just grinding these series out. The Warriors are much better rested. I don't know. This just kind of feels to me like the Warriors might be capping a dynasty here, but we'll see. So five games or fewer.
I have 5 games or fewer, 2 in a prediction. And yeah, I don't think, I know that the Celtics have a great defense and they switch as good as anyone.
The Warriors
but
have a great defense too.
I just don't think they have an answer for the Warriors. The Warriors are awesome.
Write this down.
All right, back over to that's Declan's basketball analysis there.
Takes. Thank you.
All right, Drew, your second prediction.
All right, write this down. The Minnesota Vikings will beat the Green Bay Packers in Week 1 by at least 7 points, and Justin Jefferson will have at least 100 receiving yards.
Okay. Like it. That's probably it because you're predicting a win. That's a
specific
or a home run, I guess, in this case. Yeah. I like it because it's kind of a parlay. It's a win. Yeah. It's a cover of 7 or more, and then it's Justin Jefferson going bonkers.
Write this down.
Absolutely. Swinging for the fences.
All right, Judd.
All right. The Twins will win 2 of the 6 games next week against the Yankees and Tampa Bay. The Twins will win 2 of those games on the nose. It's 3
exactly 2.
Yes, so that should be a home run. But they're playing the Bombers and they're playing the Rays, and I think they win 2 with back-to-back series at Target Field. So not very successful.
Okay. Write it down. You like writing things down.
Yeah. Negative Judd out
Classic.
in full force today. Negative Judd.
I am playing the percentages when you're not playing the Tigers, the Royals, the Guardians, Stella's doggy ball team. That's what I'm doing.
Doggy ball team.
Yeah, I'm a Judd on that one.
Thank you very much.
Drew negative Drew just entered the chat.
Drew's got a Vikings hat on. He's a realist. That's why I love our listeners and viewers. He's a realist.
Win a playoff game before I can put any hope in him.
Amen, brother.
Amen, though. I agree with you there.
I'm with you on that. Yeah. Did you guys know it's been 18 years since the Minnesota Twins last won a playoff game? That's right.
18 years and 18 games?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, my.
162 innings.
The longest team losing streak in postseason history in North American sports history. It's crazy.
Yeah. Congratulations.
All right, Dex, your second prediction.
All right.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Minnesota Wild prediction. So the Wild are going to get an additional second-round pick, and this will be official basically today. Michael Russo reported it yesterday that because they weren't able to sign Philippe Johansson, their 2018 first-round pick, they're going to get a comp pick in this year's draft in the second round. So the Wild will have 3 picks in the first 2 rounds of the NHL draft. They'll have, I believe this is correct. Some of this still could change because the Stanley Cup's still going on, but I believe those picks are 24, 47, and 56.
Okay.
So are you better off
down.
trading these, or what's the? Are you? Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, I make a prediction here. Write this down. The Wild will trade at least one of those first 3 picks in the NHL draft. So one of those 3 picks will be traded. I don't know if it's for a player to make you better immediately. I don't know if it's to move back. I don't know if it's to move up. But one of those 3 picks is going to be traded.
My guess, draft. In the Fiala trade, right?
Yeah.
So, like, they'll get the 7th pick from the Senators, but they'll have to give them another pick or something. Mm-hmm. I see what you're doing there, Declan.
Yeah.
Do you take issue with what Declan's doing here? Or?
0.
Okay.
Write this
Smart
down.
prediction.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Sports Son. You
All
go.
right. My second prediction, and I realize this is a hedge against my first prediction, which includes Steph Curry winning Finals MVP. But this is how you play the game here. Sometimes you have to throw a couple different darts at the board and see what hits. Write this down. The NBA Finals MVP will be Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins
That
will win Finals MVP.
That's a home run to me, baby.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a crush. That's a
I think
moonshot.
so. Here's what I could see happening. I saw someone put up a graphic on ESPN this morning that Steph Curry shoots 29% when Marcus Smart is the closest defender. So they, and I'm not saying they're just going to shut the Warriors down, but the Boston Celtics shut down the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA in the Miami Heat. The Heat shot 31% from 3. And it wasn't because they were just missing open looks. They weren't getting as many open looks. So could I see a scenario where they pour all of that energy into just shutting down as much as possible Steph Curry and Klay Thompson from getting open looks, and then Wiggins just becomes by default the guy that gets 20 to 25 points and plays defense on Jason Tatum, etc. So it's not likely, but I want to throw it out there that Andrew Wiggins will win NBA Finals MVP.
Write this down.
Back to Drew.
All right, for my last one, if I could have Judd take his headset off.
Oh, good for him.
We'll wave our
down.
arms when it's time to come
Hold
back.
on, Judd. Yeah.
All right.
Trust him.
All right. So I think you guys do this on Mac and Judd, but the next time that you guys go through the Vikings schedule and predict the wins, I'm predicting that Judd will have the Vikings at least 9 wins.
Okay, so he had 8 the first time.
Yeah.
So he's going to add 1. Okay.
Yep. That's
Okay.
it.
And come back. Come on back, Judd.
Got it.
All right.
There you go.
Turn it back
Okay.
up.
Let's see if it comes off the board here. Let's give it a second. Okay.
Tell me when I can go.
Okay.
All right.
Just want to see if it's going to come off the board here. No. Okay.
All right.
You never know when these
Never know.
predictions could come off the board. They could strike at any time. They could strike
I
in your
could fall
sleep.
right in the.
They could strike in your sleep.
I could fall into the pit of predictions. Sometimes things aren't going well.
The prediction pit.
The prediction pit eats up many a man. All right, right.
All right. Hold on. Let's
on.
hold on there.
Beaver.
Hold on there.
Oh,
Hold on,
I
there,
thought you were waiting for my prediction to see if it came off the board. I'm unaware of what the prediction is. So.
I know. That's why it's
Yeah,
fun
that's
because
the
you could
problem.
step in it at any
Okay,
time.
but I
here.
thought you wanted me to go. I got it. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Me? I don't really like fast food now.
Okay, I just want to throw Judd off
I'm
the
a
set
Livia
here.
man.
Yeah,
I'm a Livia man.
Good
It doesn't
answer.
that doesn't open the room for fast food a lot, okay? Which I'm
Good
fine
answer.
with.
All right, Drew, since you've got this life-changing platform here on Mackie and Judd, is there anyone in your life you'd like to thank that brought you to this peak moment?
Not really. Just big shout out to you guys for the great content. So keep it up. Love listening to you guys.
Awesome, man. Well, Drew, great job with your predictions. Thanks for coming on
that.
here. We'll definitely get you on again
Sounds good.
sometime.
Good stuff.
All right. See you,
Have a good
Drew.
one.
That's guest listener predictor Drew taking his swings. Okay, now Judd, go ahead. Your third and final.
Okay, my third and final prediction for this week. The NBA Finals MVP, since we seem to be on a thread there. I've called an audible here. The NBA Finals most valuable player will come from the Leprechauns, the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
So the predictions here might be Steph Curry, it might be Wiggy. I'm going to go with it's going to come from the Celtics. That's the prediction.
All right.
He's going to be a Celtics player.
Little Jason Tatum or somebody. You know what's funny about Wiggy? I was looking him up because everyone's lauding his postseason, right? Oh, my God, he's just breaking out. So he's played in the postseason twice. This year with the Warriors, and then 4 years ago, whatever it was, 5 years ago with the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
He averaged 15.8 points per game with the Timberwolves in the playoffs. He's averaging 15.8 points per game with the Warriors. He averaged the same number of rebounds, about the same number of assists, and he's shooting a couple percentage points. I think he was like 44%. Now he's 47% from the field. And now he's been a lockdown defender at times, and so I'm not saying he's the same player, but it's funny that he's pretty much the same player with a couple little bells and whistles, and he's being lauded because guess what? He's allowed to be the fourth guy roaming around and doing role player things. It's great for him.
And that's life, right? Life is all about two things. Ask and expectations, right? So like when I was in a math class that was too smart, I was a miserable failure. When I got moved down to the dumb kids math class, I was spectacular.
You thrived? Yeah.
Why? Because the fit was perfect. The fit was perfect. French class, failing. I say, I'm going to switch classes. I'm going to transfer. Oh, here's a pottery class. I'm not good at pottery, but I thrived because compared to French class, I was no longer asked to do something difficult.
I would actually pay money if we would just do an episode of Mackie and Judd where Judd just does pottery for 30 minutes while spewing sports takes on the Score North YouTube channel. I'm in for this. I would pay money for this.
That class, first hour at Benilde, was one of the greatest classes I took because you got to be around, let's just say, characters. And I learned more about people who were probably stoned, but people in that class than I did any smart class. Smart classes suck because the kids are just smart and they're like attentive. What's fun to watch is when kids aren't attentive. That's where I learned stuff.
There it is. Judd's takes on school and classes. I'm just impressed you remember the specific hour that you had a specific class from like 40 years ago.
KQ, the morning show at the time, and it was great.
Was Tom Bernard on the show at that time?
Heck yeah. Yeah, he started in 80. I want to say that might have been his first year.
Oh, my gosh.
87.
God, that guy's been,
I think.
He's just been 40
Dan
years,
Colhane,
man.
Tom and Dan started in like 86 or so. Oh, it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. That was a great sports show, too. He and Mark were fantastic.
Mark Rosen. Yeah.
Rosen was great on that show.
We'll get back to Judd's reminiscing about high school classes here shortly. But Declan, your third and final prediction.
All right, my third and final prediction. Drew's inspired me. I'm going to need Mackie to take off his headphones, though, for this prediction.
Oh,
do this prediction.
I wonder if this is going to give me. I wonder if this is going to give me a little bit of a hint about what Drew predicted about me.
All right. Write this down, Judley, and hopefully the listeners do not spoil this either, please. So we're obviously reviewing Top Gun Maverick this weekend. You know, we're all going to go see it. Phil's going to go see it.
Yep.
So write this down. Mackie will give Top Gun Maverick an exact 10 out of 10 rating when we do it.
That is a bunt.
What do you mean it's a bunt? I'm saying it's a perfect score. I'm giving it. He could say it's a 9, and it's a really good movie.
He'll give it a no. Phil will give this thing a 10. Phil might start crying.
I wouldn't say this is a bunt. It's not a bunt. I'm giving you an exact
single.
It is.
It's
no, it is not.
It's going to get a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not telling you can't make the prediction. I'm just telling you that Mackie there's no chance he won't give this a 10.
I mean,
no chance.
All right,
but yeah, no,
whatever.
It's fair. It's a fair prediction. It is not a home run. That's what I want to make very clear.
I didn't say it was either.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Come on. Phil, you're good. You're good.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, there's
All right.
controversy between Declan and I.
Wow.
We had a dust up.
What was the controversy about the specificity of Declan's prediction, or was it too much of? Let me guess. It was too much of a bunt.
Sort of both. But I mean, let's just say that harsh words were had.
Oh wow.
Harsh.
Wow. I won't go back and listen because I don't want to cheat.
No, don't cheat. No, because I don't go back and listen.
No. All right, here we go.
Write this down.
Final prediction here, boys. Presented by our friends at Federated Mutual Insurance Company. Federated's been around for over 100 years. And also, coming up this summer is the Federated Challenge, which has raised $44 million for Big Brothers Big Sisters since 2005. And so Big Brothers Big Sisters is all about one-to-one mentoring relationships between the bigs and kids who need some one-to-one relationships in their life. There's 5,000 bigs in Minnesota. If you want to become one and help some children maybe get to another rung in life at some point, you can find out more at federatedchallenge.org. That's federatedchallenge.org. Final prediction?
Write it down. You like writing things down.
I don't believe that Tim Connolly is just going to sit around and listen, I'm just going to do a couple things here and there. Otherwise, I'm just happy to be here. Write this down. Sometime between, I'll just say now and September 1st, the Timberwolves will swing a trade with an Eastern Conference team. There's a lot of interesting trade. The Pacers are out there.
Oh, I thought, okay.
What?
Oh, I thought that you were probably thinking of D'Lo to the Knicks, which I think
I could
very
see
well
that
might
too.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes more and more sense.
So I'm going to be vague with this one. We'll get more specific as we get closer.
All right, fair.
But the Wolves will make a trade with an Eastern Conference team by September 1st.
Write this down.
And those are your weekly predictions. The only show in America that puts statistics next to our predictions. You can never tell us that we don't admit that we were wrong. We do it. Actually, Declan's the only one that actually breaks even at 500 on this show with his
you clowns.
white hot start to the
That's
season.
385. I'm not going to apologize for that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
My football one, I will apologize for. It's been an abomination. I've been embarrassing.
If you guys are watching us on the Score North YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button and the like button so we can help spread the word about the show and Score North. And check us out also on the Purple Daily podcast and YouTube channel, our daily Vikings discussions. Yes, even during the offseason, we talk Vikings 365 days a year on Score North and Purple Daily. We'll see you guys for Reckless Speculation Thursday tomorrow.